Modern engineers admit something surprising: rebuilding structures like these today wouldn't be easy. So how did ancient builders do it? At Baalbek in Lebanon, some stones weigh hundreds of tons. Even with modern cranes, lifting them would be a serious challenge. These trilithon stones have sat perfectly in place for nearly 2,000 years. The real question is, how are they positioned so precisely? At Puma Punku in Bolivia, stones are cut with angles so exact they look machine-made. Could ancient tools really achieve this? Look at these seamless joints. No mortar, no gaps. Were these just skilled builders, or masters of a lost technique? In Florida, Coral Castle was built by one man, Edward Leedskalnin. He claimed no heavy machinery, just knowledge. He moved multi-ton limestone blocks alone. No cranes, no visible industrial tools. So how did he defy the odds? Sketches suggest pulleys and leverage. But even with that, the physics still raise eyebrows. In Peru, the fortress walls of Sacsayhuamán tower above the Andes, built from massive stones fitted with astonishing precision. Each polygonal stone locks into the next like a puzzle piece. No mortar, just perfect contact. Compare Baalbek's stones to a modern crane. Even today's heavy lift systems would struggle with that weight. At Puma Punku, geometric cuts form near perfect right angles and internal corners. The level of precision is remarkable. Back in Florida, Coral Castle's rotating gate balanced tons of stone so precisely it could be pushed with one finger. Sacsayhuamán's walls align with cardinal directions. That suggests careful surveying, without modern instruments. And just outside Baalbek lies the quarry. Those stones had to travel hundreds of meters before placement. Rotate a Puma Punku block in your mind. Every surface shaped intentionally, every edge deliberate. Leedskalnin hinted at knowing the secrets of the pyramids. Was that metaphor, or something more technical? Walk along Sacsayhuamán's wall and you'll notice, no two stones are identical. Yet they fit flawlessly. Engineers debate the transport methods: rollers, sleds, manpower. Each theory explains part of the puzzle. These sites span continents: Lebanon, Bolivia, Peru, the United States. Different cultures, similar ambition. The tools available were simple: chisels, ropes, levers. Enough? Possibly. But it required extraordinary skill. Even modern crane simulations show how complex lifting these stones would be today. Stand at Baalbek at sunrise, and the scale feels overwhelming. Why choose stones that massive? Puma Punku's shadows highlight cuts so straight they almost seem industrial. At night, Coral Castle feels like a private experiment frozen in time. Sacsayhuamán's polygonal patterns absorb earthquake energy, a brilliant structural solution. Archaeologists continue excavating, uncovering clues about logistics and labor organization. Either these builders mastered surveying beyond their era, or they used techniques we no longer understand. Ancient builders likely used measuring rods, plumb lines, and astronomical observations. Some believe Coral Castle relied on balance and counterweight systems we've underestimated. The tolerances at Sacsayhuamán are so tight you can't slide a sheet of paper between stones. One single stone at Baalbek outweighs a fully loaded commercial truck. Let that sink in. Puma Punku suggests careful planning way long before a single cut was made. Coral Castle's inscriptions hint at philosophy, but reveal little about method. From above, Sacsayhuamán reveals strategic layout and defensive engineering. Simulations show human-powered lifting is possible, but requires coordination at massive scale. At night, Baalbek glows under floodlights, still daring engineers to explain it. The way these stones layer at Puma Punku suggests something intentional, almost like modular construction. The polished surfaces at Coral Castle speak to extraordinary patience and undeniable craftsmanship. Aerial views of Sacsayhuamán show intentional patterning, not randomness. These structures aren't accidents. They're the result of centuries of accumulated knowledge. Were these civilizations isolated, Or did ideas spread farther than we realize? Modern engineers study these sites not with disbelief, but with respect and curiosity. Baalbek, Puma Punku, Coral Castle, Sacsayhuamán, engineering brilliance that still challenges us today. So what do you think? Human ingenuity at its peak, or techniques we've somehow forgotten? Let us know in the comments.